Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your man, Chris Thorns. As always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whenever you're watching my content, as always, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Ladies and gentlemen, this been kind of bother me. Pretty much kind of all day today with this update I'm going to bring to y'all because something was on my heart. And to bring up this child's name. It's a child that I did a story on. I just wanted to see was anything updated about this baby story, and it was. And I'm 2 months behind catching up with this baby story. So let's get right into it. I don't know how many of y'all may remember me doing this story down there in Connecticut, if I'm not mistaken. The young lady you see behind me, her name is Zaniya Wright. And the story about Zaniya, well, y'all know what? Let me not tell you the story. Let me let y'all hear it yourself. Let me let y'all hear the story yourself and give you a little refresher. I think a lot of people from Connecticut down there probably remember this story. But I'm going to let y'all hear it yourself.
I do want to go back to that breaking news we're following this afternoon from Manchester. Police are investigating after a 13-year-old girl was found dead in the basement of an apartment. The girl was reported missing Thursday night.
I feel so sad for her because she wanted to have friends. She wanted to trust people.
Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Mike Savino is live at the scene for us right now. Mike, this is just awful. What are you hearing from police?
Well, Mark, as you can see behind me, this is still very much an ongoing investigation. And because of that, police are still not releasing a lot of details, including whether or not they think that this incident was suspicious or if they right now are considering this death a homicide or not. They do tell us, again, that they found this 13-year-old girl in the basement of this apartment building. They described that basement as being a common area and not attached to one apartment, and also that this girl was reported missing Thursday evening and was recovered 12 hours later. But beyond that, they're not sharing a lot of details.
Not a lot from police, but what are you hearing from the family? I understand you also spoke with them.
Yes, and you heard from a friend of the family just a minute ago. They have identified the girl as 13-year-old Zaniya Wright, who was a 7th grader here in Manchester. They describe her as being kind and quiet and very close with her mother. They say that this death is a tragic end to a sad life, that she had been struggling with bullying in school. And also, they've expressed frustration with police, saying that they believed that she was here. She does not live here, but they believed that she was here, and they were trying to get police to search for her well before she was discovered, so they don't feel that police had the urgency that they wanted them to see.
Okay, heartbreaking all around. Mike, thank you very much for that live report.
All right, guys. So that's the initial story that I had did, and I believe a lot of people from Connecticut saw my video and was saying thank you for doing this story. And man, I think it got had a lot of views too when I did that story. So shout out to the people in Connecticut, which I'm surprised nobody saw this update and sent it to me. But so much going on in this world, it's kind of hard to keep up. So I guess I can understand it. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So like I said, I was just sitting at home this morning and her name just came up in my head. And I was just going looking at all the children's stories I did see in the updates and whatnot that I need to bring to y'all attention. Her name was one of the ones that popped up. And I went to go look, and there is an update to this baby story. For what I've read, somebody has been arrested. All right. And it is a 14-year-old that is arrested in this child case. Let me let y'all hear this.
Manchester police arrested and identified a 14-year-old boy for the murder of a 13-year-old girl. Police have been working on this investigation since June, but tonight new details have been released. Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Marcy Jones is live at the Manchester Police Department. Marcy, what are you learning tonight?
Well, Patricia, we learned that this young man is facing several very serious charges, including felony murder, and that he will be tried as a juvenile. After a 5-month investigation, Manchester police served 14-year-old Tristen Martin with an arrest warrant in connection to the murder of 13-year-old Zaniya Wright. While it's Channel 3's policy not to identify juveniles arrested for crimes, because of a Connecticut state statute that allows police to identify child suspects arrested in Class A felonies, we are using the name and picture police have provided. Channel 3 spoke with Zaniya's mother, Marissa, off camera tonight, who said while she finds some comfort in the fact that an arrest has been made, nothing will ever bring back her daughter. Marissa says the night before her daughter was found dead, she left Zaniya under the care of her longtime friend of 18 years and the mother of Tristen Martin. The following morning, police were called to a common area in Martin's apartment complex where they discovered Zaniya's body. Friends describe Zaniya as kind, quiet, and a sweet girl who is into beauty and fashion. Zaniya's mother says that she will share her side of the story when she is ready, but for now she's asking for privacy and peace in the name of her daughter's memory. Live in Manchester, Marcy Jones, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
All right, guys, this was posted back in November. In fact, this was posted November the 12th, so a little over 2 months ago. And they go to young man. They saying they did the dirty deed or whatnot, but I noticed they say they're using a picture that the police provided or whatnot, and usually they don't show juveniles, which I was kind of shocked too when I saw this, that they were showing his face. But I guess down there, like they said, depending on the severity of the case, they're going to show who's involved in it, which me personally, I mean, with something like this, I don't give a damn how old you are. You do the dirty deed. You know, I believe you need to be shown. You know, that's my thing of it. Now, I don't know if there's any different from an actual child. You know, if they shot somebody, would you put their picture up? I don't know about that, but somebody like that, 14, 13, all this stuff, they doing this stuff, man, they need to be shown. Okay? I think they need to be shown, because if they do it, if they did it, and there was the intention to do it, then hey, blast them. That's what I say, blast them. You know, and I remember I did read that she was dealing with bullying. She was dealing with bullying, and I remember that part of the story when I heard that the mom left the night in the care of her friend, which was the mother of this boy. And I remember saying in that stream of video, wherever I did, it's on my timeline somewhere, y'all can see the actual first video I did on this. I said something to the fact that I believe that boy tried to have sex with this girl, or something was going on with that, because one of these things, matter of fact, it's right here in my face. Let me see if I can pull this up for y'all. Where's the plus button? Oops. Too much. Right there where it says, right there. All right, now, come on now. The 14-year-old, what's that? This is getting on my nerves. What is this? Get out of my way. Okay. Y'all see it right here. The 14-year-old Tristen Martin of Manchester was taken into custody and charged with felony murder, strangulation, sexual assault, and risk of injury to a minor, illegal sexual contact. Okay? And I told y'all, I believe this was in play, that that boy tried to have sex with this girl, and she probably refused, or she turned it down, or she wasn't going. However the case may have been. And I said something to the fact, I believe he got mad because she wanted to do something with him, and he killed that girl. All right? Or it could be a possibility that maybe they was starting doing a little something. He wanted to go too far with it, and she didn't want to go far. Y'all know how we probably did it. We was youngins, you know, we probably had a little probably start a little kissing or something. And, you know, sometimes we probably did try to go further, and the girl be like, no, because, you know, they weren't ready for all that, you know. But then, I mean, in this era, you got a lot of girls her age and probably old up to like 15, 16, in a heartbeat, just be cutting up out here when it comes to sex. But we're talking about her right now. So, yeah, either he got met, in one way or the other, either he got rejected, or maybe something was going on, and he wanted to go too far, and she wouldn't let him go too far. Now, guys, when I say this stuff, you know, it's just speculation. I don't know until I can't wait to hear the mom. She said she come out to her side. As a matter of fact, speaking of family members speaking, I want to play something else for y'all. Let me find this. They say the family has spoken out, but for what I saw, it was on the grandmother speaking out. So, if y'all don't mind, you give me a hot second, because I got an ad to get past right here. Okay, guys, had to get past that ad, and all right, so we're gonna hear the grandmother speak.
Exclusive, the family of a 13-year-old girl is speaking out after an arrest in her death. The teen's body was found in the basement of an apartment complex back in June.
And police say a 14-year-old boy is responsible. Tonight, her family says after speaking with prosecutors, they don't feel like they'll get justice if there's a conviction.
NBC Connecticut's Jamie Ratliff is live in Manchester tonight with the details we've learned. Jamie.
Keisha, the family tells us they knew from the beginning who the suspect was. And 5 months later, the grandmother of that victim says it's still hard to grasp that her granddaughter is gone.
She was a
beginning who the suspect was and
conviction.
NBC Connecticut's Jamie Ratliff is live in Manchester tonight with the details we've learned. Jamie.
Keisha, the family tells us they knew from the beginning who the suspect was. And 5 months later, the grandmother of that victim says it's still.
You know, when they say that right there, you know, I guess you could look at that a couple of ways. I guess you could look at it and say the fact of the matter is they already knew how this boy was. Or they may be speaking in the fact of, well, nobody there but them two, you know, so it had to be him, you know, or, you know, could be some more stuff going on with that, but those, and that's kind of bothering me a little bit, because what if it is a possibility that y'all already know how this boy was, and if he wasn't wrapped too tight in his mind, why would she leave her child over there? And see, that makes me feel this type of way too. When they say that the mom will come out and tell her story, it's kind of making me think she'll come out and say that she knew this boy wasn't wrapped too tight. I just got a feeling she might gonna come out. Whenever she come out and tell her story, that's what's going to end up being said. She knew this boy wasn't wrapped too tight. Or they probably had some crazy encounters with him. But yeah, you still let your baby go over to your friend house because that's your friend. Let your child still go over there or whatnot, you know. I just got a feeling. I could be wrong. But I got a feeling I'm right in the area somewhere. All right, this is like another story out of car right down the middle. But let's continue.
Hard to grasp that her granddaughter is gone.
She was a sweet girl coming into her own.
13-year-old Zaniya Wright loved fashion and animals. She was in track, liked gymnastics, and wanted to be a cheerleader. Her grandmother, Anna Boos, says she had so much left to see, to grow, to do.
It's still unreal, you know, at this point, you know, not to see her, not to talk to her. Fortunately, I did talk to her maybe a few hours before she was taken away from me.
Back in June, Zaniya's mom reported her missing, and hours later, the middle schooler's body was found in an apartment basement. Today, Manchester police charged a 14-year-old with felony murder, strangulation, sexual assault, and risk of injury to a minor. After a meeting with law enforcement and prosecutors, the victim's family says they were told because of the suspect's age, if convicted, the time he spends in jail will be minimal. Something Zaniya's mom told us off camera is a slap in the face.
It's very disappointing, very hard pill to swallow. You know, he can go on living his life. So, you know, Zaniya, we can't bring her back.
Zaniya's grandmother hopes that people remember her granddaughter as they live day to day knowing they'll never get to see the woman she would have become.
My heart is breaking right now, really. So just pray for us.
The suspect is currently at the Hartford Juvenile Detention Center. We are live in Manchester tonight. Jamie Ratliff, NBC Connecticut News. Keisha.
That is so sad, guys. I swear that is so sad.
That's what NBC Connecticut.
And it bothered me. I talked to somebody today, and it bothered me when I saw this update about this baby, because I think when I first initially did a story, my heart was kind of broken doing this baby story. I'm gonna say this right here, and if I'm wrong, I'm gonna ask for y'all forgiveness if I'm wrong. The grandmother, they said that the mom said, or the police told her, by the age that he is, he's probably not looking at much time. They said, the mom said, there'll be a slap in the face. If that happens, there'll be a slap in the face. I'm agree with that. I agree with that. But here's where I'm disagreeing with, or I'm kind of parting ways. And this is why I say I ask for y'all forgiveness for saying this, if I'm wrong. What also would be a slap in the face, if you knew how this boy was, meaning that he was very aggressive, had sexual aggression, or even have tried to do something with your baby, and you continue to let your daughter come over there while that boy was at the house and leave her with in the care of your friend or whatnot. And now obviously the question is, where was the friend at when all this went down? You know, so this is another story that got a lot of questions, but you're only going to get so few answers right now, you know. But however, I'm going to go so far to even say this, call a spade a spade. Maybe something was going on between Zaniya and that young man, meaning he probably was trying to keep forcing himself on that girl, and Zaniya just never came home and told you about it. Yeah, I know sometimes at that age we scared to tell parents stuff because we don't want people to get in trouble, let alone we feel like we gonna get in trouble, you know. But it could have been something that he probably had done in the past that Zaniya never spoke about. She just kept quiet. I don't know, guys. Again, it's just speculation, but you just like look at all these corners when it comes to these stories. But you know, but as far as that slap in the face stuff, I'm gonna say this. It's also a slap in the face if you knew about this boy aggression, if he had it, and his sexual aggression, if he had it, which I'm almost sure he probably did, because you just don't do this out the blue, okay? I just don't see this being done out the blue. But however, though, if you knew that, and you leaving that boy over there with that woman and her child, then that's a slap on her face too. All right? That's a slap on her face. But we'll wait for you to come out and tell your side of the story. I just find it crazy that this was put out, this also was put out November the 12th, and only the grandma has spoken. You know, so, but we'll see. We'll see if the mom gonna come out and say anything. yeah, I'm just hoping the mom will come out and say something. Yeah, shoot, my heart is breaking right now already, so just pray for us. Yeah, so the grandma, I'll speak about, hold up. Let me just to be fair, I'm gonna type Zaniya name in. Y'all know sometimes when I be live doing this stuff, we get an update while I'm doing it. So let me see if her mom has a mom. Let's see. Give me a sec. All right, guys, hit to pause the video for a minute. Well, I found something with the mom is talking, but she's not saying much or whatnot. But let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Girl killed in Manchester is calling for stricter juvenile laws. Zaniya Wright was killed back in June. After a months-long investigation, Manchester police arrested 14-year-old in connection to her death. He is facing a number of charges, including felony murder. But Wright's mother says more needs to be done to hold juvenile suspects accountable, and now is the time to act.
You get to do all these things to my daughter, and then you're going to just be walking out free. What, 18 to 30 months? No, it's not right. It's just not right. Would you feel like you got justice if that happened to your child?
The suspect is currently being detained at the Hartford Juvenile Detention Center.
Shop the hottest styles at the Rooms to Go.
So that's the mom. They were she's calling for stricter juvenile laws, especially after what has unfolded across the state. She's among the many who are pushing for action as there continues to be a rise in crime involving young people. They need to go to the drawing board. They need to address this. They need to look into charging these juveniles appropriately, the mom said. Okay. Okay, guys, I was looking on this to see that they had like a full interview, but not. They only playing like little pieces of things that she's saying and this, that, and the third. So, honestly, this right here, I mean, all this just saying she pushed for stricter laws. Okay, we get there, but I want to hear this so-called side of a story that she probably bringing out or whatnot. You know, at least that's how they put it. She got a side that she wants to bring out as to how all this happened, but yeah, guys, this hurts. This bothers me. It really does, you know. But that was a beautiful young child, and you know, it just shows you, man, yeah, we got to be careful with who you bring around your children, even other people that's your child's age. You got to be super careful with who y'all bring around y'all sons and daughters. But guys, as always, let me know how y'all feel about this, and you know, and I keep searching and see if I could find a full-fledged interview of the mom or the mom see this video. Hey, I would love to have her come on and share her side of the story about what's going on here. All right, your man Chris Thorns, and yeah, catch y'all next time. Peace out.